Hey guys, welcome to Artemis Madness, Twitch's #1 podcast of all time. You know the deal. So yeah, today we're talking about some of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the Borderlands spin-off. We're talking about Skyrim Anniversary Edition, all that stuff, what that's got in it and stuff like that. I've not bought it yet, but we will be buying it at some point. I don't know when though. And yeah, we're gonna talk about the importance of overlays and stuff like that for on a channel and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll also be talking about some other stuff like what content I'm doing this week, all that kind of stuff, you know, the usual kind of, you know, creator bullshit. Right, let's talk about what Anniversary Edition is in a way. So Skyrim Anniversary Edition is basically the Creation Club stuff and like some extra features that were wanted but never got put in for some reason, like timing or something. I can't remember exactly what their exact reason is, but I think that's the main reason or something. Anyway, I think that in a way, yes, it should be priced and stuff, but is the Creation Club stuff any good though? I personally don't think so. There's not been anything that's really interested me when there's a lot better alternatives to being, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, okay. I thought the Skyrim stuff would have took longer because like I do like Skyrim, but I'm not going to get Anniversary Edition anytime soon. Like, even though I could get the 15 quid upgrade, there's not enough there for me to warrant that, you know, 15 quid or whatever, you know? That makes it shit, to be honest. I mean, if you want to do the fishing and stuff in Skyrim, go ahead, but again, you can literally pick them up out of the water anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's kind of the Skyrim stuff almost dealt with. I've not got a lot to say on it because I've not played Skyrim in a while, in like 2 months or something, or a month. I can't remember if I did a stream of it last month or whatever. I might have at some point. But yeah, we're also like I said, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the Borderlands spin-off. This is kind of the main thing that I was more focused on anyway. Basically, what Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is it's a spin-off from Borderlands, but still in the Borderlands universe in a way, because it's like their version of D&D, which is Bunkers and Badasses or something. I think that's what it's called in-game anyway, but it's Dungeons and Dragons. But there's going to be a lot more magic and stuff involved and a more RPG attribute style to the leveling system. And I don't know if that will work with it, but I will be getting it as soon as it comes out either way. So, but that doesn't come out till the 25th of March. This March coming, I should say. And yeah, basically we don't know a lot. We've got like 2 classes that we know of, which is the Berserker, and it's a Berserker. It's got like, I think it's like ice powered weapons and stuff, an ice axe and stuff like that. The other one is like a shadow something. And yeah, also the Diamond Encrusted Unicorn from Borderlands 2 will be back in it as a part of the game, which we all know its name if you have played Borderlands. It's Butt Stallion. So yeah, that's going to be a fun bit to do. I think that's more focused on side quest kind of stuff, but I do like the way this is going, like the way that Wonderlands is kind of going, because it's more of a, you know, it's Borderlands gameplay, but with a more RPG style to it. than what it already had. Like, you know how, like, well, in Borderlands 1 and 2, it's more of a class-based system, and you just go through, like, different classes or different subclasses in your class or whatever. Like, you can have, like, healing abilities from shooting people as a siren, if you're Maya in Borderlands 2 anyway. I can't remember about Lilith in Borderlands 1. But yeah, a lot of people are wary about it because, well, obviously it's something that the Borderlands team hasn't really gone into detail with. The closest thing they've done is the whole DLC, which was Assault on Dragon. I would highly recommend playing it to get a rough understanding of how it will play out in the game, and how to, you know, how it will feel. It won't feel the exact same because it'll have a lot more melee and magic kind of stuff, but it's close enough that you can get a feel of how it will be, like the story will be laid out and stuff like that. And yeah, that seems to be like it will be a good thing. But this is spoilers if you've never played Assault on Dragon's Keep, so I'll give you guys a second to either cover your ears or mute if you don't want spoilers for it. So that's enough time that anyone who doesn't want to hear spoilers has ran away or whatever, or has just ran away in general. But yeah, right. So basically, it's a way for Tina to get over Rowan's death, which again, part of Borderlands 2. If you've not played it, sorry for the spoiler. But as part of Rowan's death, and then that gives her some character development, and then on into Borderlands 3, she's a bit more mature. She's still crazy, but you know, she's a bit more easy to deal with death, I guess. Because at the start of the whole Assault on Dragon's Keep, she wasn't really, you know, prepared for that kind of stuff. And yeah, but this time the game is going to be like, it might have like cameos from other like Vault Hunters from like 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, depending who's there, who's not, and depends when Wonderlands takes place. If it's just a big massive game for all the Vault Hunters and stuff, you know, and Tina and Torg and all that kind of people. But I think the way it's going, it looks good. If they do the class systems right, it can be an amazing game. It will be very, very close to being one of... It will probably be one of my favourite games of all time, to be honest, if it's done well. And I think it's going in a good direction, but I'm still waiting on Borderlands 4. But again, people are wary because of Borderlands 3 and certain characters in that I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's not like a new game, but like a couple of the characters weren't very well written, or there's like bullshit ways that they're talking and shit like that, you know. I just don't personally like it. I'll probably still play it at some point again, Borderlands 3, once I get it for PC. And yeah, but I'm waiting until it's a lot cheaper, and I would rather play Wonderlands than Borderlands 3, so yeah. But like, it's not a bad game, it's not a good game either, but yeah. So like, other things that are along those kind of lines that are Borderlands-esque. Oh, also, I think the gun choice as well is going to be a lot more expansive than Borderlands 3, and that's a lot of guns, like a lot of guns, like we're talking. I don't even want to count the amount of guns that there would be. But yeah. But it won't just be guns, obviously. It might be the same amount of guns in Borderlands 3. Like, the same kind of rough amount. But the difference is there's, I think, from gameplay-wise that I have seen, it looks like bows are going to be a part of the game. And are going to be more than just a, you know, special ability for one of the classes or something. But yeah, stuff like that is going to be fun to mess around with. Also the magic and all that side aspect of things. But they've kept it very well hushed, if you know what I mean. Like, there's not a lot to go on. We've only know about two classes, which is the Berserker and the Shadow Blade or whatever. Basically, when you use the Shadow Blade's ability, I think one of the abilities is like it just makes like a big heap of like blades, if you know what I mean, and just like it's a big rain of blades coming down on an enemy or a group of enemies, and it looks good. I'm excited to see where it goes. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot more customization to it as well. Like, in Borderlands 1, 2, and 3, you've only really got your color scheme and your what head accessories, I guess, you get. And that's kind of the... If they do anything even just slightly more than that, like increasing gear and stuff like that, it will be amazing. But yeah, Wonderlands will have absolutely no grenades from what I'm reading just now as well. So your spells are going to be like mini skills, and yeah, they're going to be like, so instead of grenades you've got magic, instead of the grenade mods you've got like elemental abilities, all that kind of stuff. And like, yeah, so like some of them can do like telepathy and stuff like that and control minds and stuff. But yeah, melee weapons will be introduced as a main part, but I'm not sure how. No one's sure how they're going to work. They could be like just as a melee weapon that gives extra damage or whatever, or they could be an actual like, you know, like an actual weapon, if you know what I mean. Like in Borderlands, you don't actually have melee weapons, you just have basically a knife kind of thing, or whatever your character is specialized in. But I was using, for the kind of knife thing, I was using Roland, Zero, Mordecai, and Axton, I think. They all have knives, or swords, or something. But I hope that the melee weapons are actual weapons, if you know what I mean. Because I think that would be very good. That it would, you know, it would be a different change of flow for the Borderlands games. And because I do love the Borderlands art style, that's very comic book like. It's, well, it's not quite looking realistic, but it's not too comic book like, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes and what jokes they put into the game and stuff, because they will have digs at things like Dungeons and Dragons, Lord of the Rings, anything fantasy wise, to be honest, I think. But yeah, apparently it's described as a chaotic brand of fantasy. So yeah, that sounds fun. I'm hyped for this, to be honest. And basically, I've just given fucking Tiny Tina's Wonderlands a fucking free ad, basically. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. Anyway, but yeah, like, there's going to be a lot of, apparently all the skeletons and stuff and all the enemies have like, oh yeah, right up my alley, yeah, right up the fucking, yeah. And but yeah, from the looks of it, it looks like there's going to be a lot of AI, I guess, idle movements and stuff. Like, they're not, like, the enemy AI isn't going to be just, you know, walking around aimlessly looking for something to kill. They're actually going to have like idle animations that they're sitting and stuff like that. So yeah, I think this is going to be a fun one, and I really need to do that top bit again for this overlay anyway. I'll probably just make it a bar, just a straight bar or something. That was annoying me. Anyway, talking about overlays. Yeah, great segue, you know. But yeah, now we're going on to the kind of importance of overlays, and if there's too many like basic kind of stuff, it can be a problem. If it's too complicated, it can also be a problem. But yeah, like my we'll actually use my overlay here as an example. This is what what messing about gets you for some reason. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, but we are right. Okay, this is what the hard part's going to be, is trying to explain it, because I'm not the best at explaining how overlays can be very used to work, and yeah, stuff like that. But basically, an overlay it kind of just has something going on, so like chat can feel a little more involved. Also, you can have like your subs and stuff, so they get like technically a permanent shout out whenever they're up on like the bars. But yeah, like I said, this bar is going soon. I need to redo this top bit, and yeah, I think what we're gonna do is, I think what I'm thinking for that is I'm gonna make it a bit more simplistic, because I feel like I'm overcomplicating and overcrowding everything too much with that. So yeah, so like I said, you don't want to overcomplicate it, or it won't look as good. Like I will easily admit, my overlay up here does not look the greatest. Like, compared to my other parts of the overlay and stuff that I have for my in-game scene and my other podcast overlay, which is more for interviews and stuff, once I start doing that, which I still have to do. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah. So, like, that is gonna go soon, and, well, the real importance of an overlay is to, like, I don't know, it's like tricking the mind in a way to keep them engaged. Like, see, I'm telling anyone who doesn't know anything about streaming basically how this works. It's like a way to, it's not like tricking the mind, but it's tricking the mind at the same time, if that makes any sense to anyone. Because I don't even know if that makes sense to you. But it just keeps your mind engaged a little bit more, even if you are looking at something else. Like, even if you're working and stuff, and like you just see certain things move on like the screen that you've got, like a Twitch stream up, your eyes will kind of drift over that way and just kind of see how things work and see what was happening or whatever. But it's like a subconscious thing, I think. Again, don't quote me on that, because I am no expert at this. As you can tell, I'm not quite used to the podcast format of stuff. I'm a bit more, you know, I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, actually. I'm a bit more, I don't know. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Yeah. But other things other than overlays is alerts, and alerts and stuff are part of your overlay technically, which yeah, I think are almost as important as the overlay itself, even though it's not shown up as much. But it's yeah, it's very important to keep your audience engaged. Maybe even like have certain things that like are like special things for VIPs and stuff, or subs and whatever, which I still have to do a lot for, and that is what I'm definitely gonna say that I need to do a lot more of, because I still have a few people left I need to do for my oh, what's it called, for my technically shout out kind of button. And yeah, basically anything that I do or get ideas from, and if I get these ideas on stream from like people in chat or something like that, yeah, as long as you credit me or the person that suggested the idea or part of the idea, you can take it away all the time. Like I'm not gonna, if I make something on stream, it gets, and someone else wants to take part of the idea or the whole idea, as long as you like say who you got the idea from or something like that along those lines, easily you can take it. I don't care too much. But like I say, I do credit other people for some ideas that I have, like the kind of almost like split triangular pattern thing is from, I just smacked that mic, I'm sorry, whoops, sorry about that. But yeah, wait, where was I? The bar up here, or like my other bars and stuff, are like taking parts from other streamers, that like the great Kestrel McKnight, and yeah, I've just adapted it to my own kind of style, which makes sense in my mind because it makes it easier. Obviously, what I'm going to do as well is give Kestrel a bit of a shout out, you know. So yeah, if you don't already follow him, go follow him. He's an absolute legend. Tell him I sent you, you know. But yeah, just everyone has their different styles, and then if you can take something from someone else's stream, like a part of theirs, and then adapt it to your own kind of like style niche kind of thing. Like I don't have a niche, and yeah, I'm just chaotic in some sort of way. I don't know how, but yeah, if you guys, like I said, if you guys don't follow Kestrel McKnight, I would highly recommend. He's very chill, he's very easy to watch, and yeah, just nice guy all around, you know. Oh yeah, shit, actually, before I forget to do it, my button's not working. If no one follows the great Coho Creshrin, go and check him out too. Absolute legend as well. And yeah, just make sure that he knows I sent you, because he absolutely hates me for doing like shout outs for him and stuff. But yeah, go and follow Creshrin as well. Mad legends, you know. I don't even need these headphones on, I just have them on just in case for like sound alerts, which is actually technically something I should talk about as well, and that's sound alerts. What I should talk about for sound alert wise is they're a great tool. I absolutely love them, but what I would say about them though is that sometimes when they do break, it's a bit annoying. It's all very, actually, it's very annoying to be honest.
This looks good.
So yeah, like stuff like that is very fun to mess around with. If you get the right kind of people using them, they can be very well timed. Like Little Baby Sparrow, which I should probably give a shout out for as well. And yeah, if you don't follow them, go and follow her as well. You know, I just give people shout outs if I think they're a sound creator, or like sound isn't good, or like fun to watch or something. If you don't know what I meant, just in case, like, for me sound means sound. that makes complete sense to me, but probably not to most people that watch me anyway. Okay, so what I've just read here is that someone's applied for partner, right? They've had the 75 average viewers, they've gotten up there and stuff, and they've got an email back from Twitch themselves saying, basically rejecting them because they didn't have a consistently average of at least 100 viewers per stream. That's what they've sent to people. But I was just a side note that I seen while I was looking through Twitter and stuff. But yeah, let's actually talk about that. What the fuck? Basically, you know how like on like the creator dashboard and stuff, when you're looking at the partner stuff, it says like an average of 75. Well, now you have to get, well, apparently they're getting an email back saying you have to have 100 viewers. And I'm not 100%, you know, certain, because it's only one thing I've seen, but still, just be wary of it if anyone's going for partner or anything, you know. Just go for that 100 and then apply it instead of, you know, trying for that bare minimum, if you know what I mean. But I mean, yeah. So yeah. We were talking about overlays and stuff and how important they are sometimes. But it has to, also another part with overlays actually, that just popped in my mind there, is that they have to fit your style of content, I guess, in a way. Like, mine's is kind of like, you know, basic but complex at the same time. It's not over complex aside from that bit above me, which is we shall say a bit of a pain in the ass. But I will be remaking that next week, because we will do that on Wednesday when we're doing our graphic design and stuff like that. But yeah, I think overlays are one of the most important parts of a stream. Also, yeah, it's the first thing people see that in your camera and obviously stuff like that in the game. But if you have a better or an eye-catching kind of overlay, it makes sense. What coincidence! I was just doing stuff yesterday, and I agree they are important. Yeah, they're important, but you don't want to spend too much time on them, you know? If you know what I mean. Like, you have to, like, get that balance of it being, I guess, complicated to an extent that it's eye-catching, but not too complicated that it's, you know, basic, if you know what I mean. You want to be in that sweet spot of basic and not basic, I guess. And, well, that was an attempt at not basic, and I overcomplicated it. And, yeah. But I will be redoing that on Wednesday, probably. Yeah. Make you stand out a little bit, but enough. Yeah. Enough to just pop out and stuff, you know? Know what I mean? Like, basically, it's also a problem that I see a lot of as well, is that people will stick to, like, you know, free overlays from Stream Alerts or something like that, you know, or Streamlabs or whatever, or like they'll buy like a package that about 1,000 people have bought. It's good for when you're starting out streaming, but once you start to have your own kind of style stuff and all of that, you should start to branch out. Yeah, that you pay for the same thing everyone has. Yeah, exactly. Like, all it is it's a file that someone else has designed, basically. If you wanted a more unique one but you didn't have the skill, and you didn't have the skill to, like, you know, say you don't have the eye for like doing overlays and stuff like that, right? Fiverr, freelance people will do it, ask around. Someone will do it for a price that will make it unique to you and you only. There are some that will just give you the most basic ass version and basically do that for everyone and just change the theme of it. But that's why you have to have a half idea in your mind for what your overlay wants to be, you know? Like mine, I still don't know what my overlays for like the podcast side of things is going to be. Like, that was just because it was there, to be honest, and I couldn't be bothered moving anything else. So what I think is, well, once I do change that, and we are going to have our little creator of the week like down in that corner there or something. I don't know yet, but basically the creator of the week thing I'm starting to put in as a thing. It was more to spite Catherine, but it's actually a kind of good idea that I'm kind of enjoying. That I kind of clicked in my head a bit, and then that means I can just like change that every like week, and I don't have to. I'll change it every Wednesday for now. So then that's the 7 days because I did it yesterday. So 7 days from now, Wednesday. But Wednesday, yeah. Have a good idea for voice box, can you not? Anyway, like when you're looking for emotes, have a good idea for what you want. Yeah, exactly. If I was wanting, you know, ones that kind of looked like me or whatever, I would have a better idea in my head. But because I'm making my own half the time, it's like, you know, I can make mine's pretty easily. And yeah, like, so long as you know what you're wanting as an emote, make it. Figure out a way to make it for yourself, or figure out, ask around. Ask someone who knows what they're doing. Don't ask me, because I will make the most basic ass emote. But basically, if it's of a real thing, like Citrus has put up, you can just cut around and like add stuff to it, I guess, in a way. And then you can get like whatever mines are. No, not cheer. Fuck off. Like my Lava Time one is literally just fucking about, really. But like, you have to have your own style of emote. You have to know what you're after and what you want for your community and stuff. I still have to do a tier 2 and a tier 3 emote, but I don't really want to push those like tier 3 and tier 2 ones, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's going to be a very low amount either way of people. And if you know the background story, you know, yeah, like you have to have, like, even just content creation in general. I think you need to have a plan. I don't, but then again, I'm very impulsive. I can click on and off like that sometimes, depending on what mood I'm in, if you know what I mean. Like, obviously, I've not posted on YouTube properly for a while. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. It can work. Like, especially coming from someone who never plans anything because of, you know, either karma or just anything not going their way for, like, you know, 2 years in a row straight. But yeah, I need to fix something. But yeah. Oh, thanks for the follow, series. Oh god, my fucking thing was there. I should probably just move that over a bit. But yeah. I think that people should, you know, have a rough idea of what they want to do, you know, for their stream. Like, I don't have a good idea for these podcasts until last minute. Like, today I went on for like a good 5-10 minutes about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, all that stuff, because that was something I knew a lot about. But I did talk about the Elder Scrolls, like Skyrim, you know, anniversary upgrade and everything that you have to pay like 15 quid, or I think it's like $20. There it is on top. There we go. But yeah, everything like that, you have to have that idea of what you're talking about. Like, for this podcast, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with the flow of it, bouncing off of people in chat sometimes not. I'm just treating it like it's an actual normal podcast where we're just talking about, you know, random shit. Like, obviously I talked about 2 games, and now this part's more of the, I guess, content creation side, which is technically the partial plan that I already had for a podcast type thing. But I will start asking around for people who wants to be on and stuff, and we'll arrange that at some point. Because I keep forgetting to do that. I meant to do it last week just to see if anyone would be up for it. But yeah, I just gotta, you know, get my ass in gear basically and go, basically. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I will be working on shortly. I just have to, again, wake up my brain basically and set it in that mindset. But again, setting yourself in a certain mindset can be a bit, you know, rough sometimes, especially when you're a bit more, you know, don't care about your health much. Like, yeah, like, I will use when I was in college, when I was streaming, as an example, right? I went to sleep, yeah, no. What you gonna do, make me? Huh. But, I don't have any energy drinks, what you on about? No? But, like, in college, I knew I was very self-destructive now that I look back at it and where I was in the mindset. But, like, that was back in May-ish kind of area. Like, April or May. But I was going into college, like, 0 hours sleep. Staying up again till, like, you know, 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And then fucking basically streaming right as soon as I woke up. And then crashing right after it, almost. Again, it depends what time I woke up and stuff. But, like, now that once I took that week break, like, last month, I have a better idea of what I'm kind of doing, if you know what I mean. Like, I was just kind of going through the motion with this and stuff like that. And same with TikTok. I need to start actually doing good stuff on TikTok. I might be making a second. I might make one of my spam accounts a gaming clip, like Twitch stream account or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. Would I be starting from scratch? Yes, but it will keep it separated enough so I can have like shit posting on my main, and then, you know, game stuff on a different account. You know what I mean? Like, that just makes sense to me. And I prefer to keep certain things separate from each other. Like, eventually I will make, you know, the whole podcast thing a separate YouTube channel at some point, but for now it's just going on my main until I do that. But I don't see the point in making that second one when I've barely got the first one off the ground. I've not, you know, started any of the YouTube stuff properly yet. I still have to sit down and record some of that. Some of the Borderlands stuff should be coming out on... I'm not going to actually put a date because I know I'll end up forgetting about it. Like, I forgot to play a decent bit of Blood Hunt the other day that I was going to talk about today, which I still can. It's just, yeah. Basically, the game still feels the same. It just wasn't, like, even with their updates, it just felt smoother as a game. And that was all really the update for Blood Hunt was. And that was after 3 months of playing it. It feels the same. The weapons feel a little bit more balanced-ish, I think. I don't know. There was still a lot of sweats in it, so yeah. I didn't bother playing too much, or I would have got pissed off. Anywho, yeah, stuff like all that kind of stuff with, and it's a battle royale. I'm not the biggest fan of battle royales, and with it being a vampire one, obviously thinking it would be different, going into it with the mindset that it will be different, it was severely underwhelming. You know, stuff that was good about it is still there, but it's just not my type of game. It's not quite there vampire wise, you know. And yeah, it just, like, it wasn't... Battle royales are never my kind of game, really. I can play them, but yeah. Like, the vampire thing can work as a battle royale if it's done right, but I would prefer to, you know, do other shit with it, you know? Like, also, I kind of want to talk about that other game that's coming out. It's like Left 4 Dead, but with vampires. I can't remember what it's called. Something with toxicity, yeah. Nah, I love Rainbow Six Siege, man. Don't you? What is it? It's like Back 4 Blood, but, or like, what's it called? Vampire one. Yeah, what's it called? Oh, just tell me what it's called, man. Redfall. There's no rage in Rainbow Six Siege, right? Nah, it can't be. There can't be rage in Rainbow Six Siege. Nah. I don't think that's possible. It's called Redfall. It's basically... It is by Bethesda. It does... Fuck off with your... Why is everything so close to each other, man? But it does look promising, in a way. Not sure how promising, but it looks promising. It does look like it's going to be a... Yeah. A dumpster fire better than that game. I mean, yeah. At the state it is now, with the amount of sweats, anything's better than that game. But, like, I still don't mind playing it, as long as my mindset is that I'm just going to get wrecked anyway, so it doesn't matter. You have to be in the mindset that you're just there to, like, you know, fuck about and do nothing actually right, you know? Yeah, even on casual, it's there's sweats, because like that gets them the more kills they get and stuff, and the more wins they get more whatever they are. Yeah, it's the same with COD, to be honest. Like, when I was playing Cold War and stuff, I was like, if you want competitive, go to rank, man. Like, slide cancel, fucking bunny hop, fucking kangaroos, you know? Like, I swear, some of them are just annoying, you know? Like, I don't mind having a little bit of, you know, challenge to it. But having, like, to do, like, you know, like, sweat your balls off every day. Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather not do that. But, yeah. Fuck it. I'm still a little bit pissed as well about Skyrim Anniversary being 50 quid for the game again. I mean, that's only if you've not bought it before, but it's not the point. The game's fucking 10 years old. Come on. It still feels weird that Skyrim's 10 years old though, because I'm pretty sure I played that when it first came out. That's weird. Ugh. You have to pay, I think it's $20 for the upgrade from a special edition. Wait, if you do it, I'll actually go check Steam. But yes, you have to pay for it again. But if you already have special edition and stuff, you don't have to pay as much. Yeah. The oldest game I remember. Computers, Yours Revenge 2. What the damn. Wait, Yours Revenge. What the fuck is... Wait, why do I have a feeling I've seen this? Oh, it's Command. Oh, that's why I've seen it. That's one of the older games I've even played. Jeez, fuck. Fucking hell. Why they... Can we, like, just stop time or something? I'm getting too old for this shit. I mean, I think Kibbs is probably beat it, because I think he's played every single fucking Command and Conquer almost, aside from the mobile one or whatever. But I think he's even played that, and I don't think he liked it very much. But yeah. Hey guys, Future Artemis here. You know, thanks for watching the video, all that good stuff. You know, I forgot to do the outro on stream again, as I usually do. But yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Go cause some chaos. And yeah, see you guys in the next video or the next episode of this. Alright, peace.